new? What is this section about? For you?
Representative Felipe.
Through you, Mr. Speaker, sections 1 through 3 are not new sections. They are homebuyer savings account. I think the good chair of banking would be better to explain those sections, but they're not.
Representative Massachusetts.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, on page 1, it says section 1, and in parentheses, new, effective January 1st, 2026. So I'm trying to struggle to figure out what is new in this section, if I can get an answer through you.
Representative Felipe, you care to respond?
Through you, Mr. Speaker, it's new because the bill has not been passed. When we drafted it, it said that it is new because it's not current law. It is going to be new. Through you.
Representative Massachusetts.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So if I'm understanding correctly, nothing in this section has new language. Is that correct through you?
Representative Felipe.
I'll defer to the good chair of banking.
Representative Massachusetts, would you like to rephrase that and direct it to Representative Doucette, please?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Certainly. I'm looking at section 1, and it says in the bill that there's a new section. Now, usually when you see something that says new, it's a new section. There must be some new law, some new language in there that's new. I was wondering through you, Mr. Speaker, could the good chairman of the banking committee explain to me what's new in this section?
Representative Doucette, you care to respond?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Certainly. This is a new piece of legislation in that it has not previously been enacted into law. However, to maybe clear up some of the questions of the good representative, there is nothing new of substance in these sections pertaining, it's 1 through 3, pertaining to the homebuyer savings account from what was in 5002, nothing new of substance. And in fact, the concept itself has been in the banking committee for about 4 years, passed out of the banking committee, passed out of this chamber several times. Nothing really new of substance, certainly from what was in 5002. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Representative Massachusetts.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So I understand that you're saying that it's nothing new that was in 5002, but what I'm trying to get at is what does this section actually do? It says it's effective January 2026. So what is actually effective January 2026? Through you, Mr. Speaker.
Representative Doucette.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So this would create the concept of a homebuyer savings program, homebuyer savings account that can be established at a financial institution, Connecticut bank or credit union. It functions much in the same way as a 529 account in that a person can save for themselves as the beneficiary on behalf of someone else, perhaps a family member as the beneficiary, towards a down payment on a first-time homebuyer account for a purchase of a new home. There's an associated tax deduction for the beneficiary or the contributor to that account, and also a tax credit for a corporate entity that makes a contribution on behalf of the beneficiary. Mr. Speaker.
Representative Massachusetts.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So if this is a first-time home buyer savings account, I'm trying to understand it, it would be similar to banks offer just a regular savings account. This is just something new that we need to authorize to allow the banks to offer a first-time home buyer savings account for you. Is that correct?
Representative Doucette.
Through you, Mr. Speaker, yes. The legislature does not have to authorize the establishment of a savings account, but the associated tax deductions and tax credits certainly are something that the legislature would need to act to authorize. Through you, Mr. Speaker.
Representative Massachusetts.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And you mentioned tax credits. What would be the tax credits that would be afforded to someone opening a first-time home buyer savings account for you?
Representative Doucette.
So there's a tax deduction for individuals who make contributions to this account, $2,500, up to $2,500 for a single filer, $5,000 for joint filers, and a $2,500 tax credit for certain corporate entities towards their corporate taxes. if they make a contribution on behalf of a qualified individual. Through you, Mr. Speaker.
Representative Maceska.
Thank you. So what we are trying to do is establish an incentive for people to put money aside to purchase a home and offer them a tax credit as an incentive. Is that correct for you?
Representative Sapp.
Through you, Mr. Speaker, yes.
Representative Maceska.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And do we know what this particular section, was this, I think you might have mentioned that this might have been in 5002. That bill is gone, the session is over. Did this particular section have a public hearing for you?
Representative Sapp.
Through you, Mr. Speaker, yes.
It was a nice meeting you. We'll have to get going.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm assuming that that public hearing was in the last session. Is that correct for you?
Representative Sapp.
Through you, Mr. Speaker, yes.
Representative Maceska.
Thank you. So that was the last session. We have seen ATA and the session ended at midnight. So this, technically, I know we don't start a new session yet until February. But technically, this has not had a public hearing. Through you, Mr. Speaker, is there anything in this language, any wording at all that is different than what was in 5002 that the representative said that there was a public hearing? Is the wording exactly identical through you?
Representative Sapp.
Through you, Mr. Speaker, there is nothing of substance. There may have been some technical changes to the language that LCO made. I cannot represent that it is 100% exact, but there is not, I can assure the good representative, there is nothing of substance that has changed from what was in 5003. Through you, Mr. Speaker.
Representative Maceska.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And in section 2, is section 2 referred to the first-time homebuyers program as well through you?
Representative Sapp.
Through you, Mr. Speaker, yes.
Representative Maceska.
Thank you. And now we're going on to section 3 again. That is a new section. Can you please, through you, Mr. Speaker, I'm assuming that has to do with banking as well. If they can clarify, tell me what is new in that section. Through you.
Representative Sapp.
Through you, Mr. Speaker, yes, there's nothing new of substance from what appeared in 5002. This refers specifically to the corporate tax credit. Through you, Mr. Speaker.
Representative Maceska.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Through you, could you explain to me exactly how that works with the corporate tax credit for you?
Representative Sapp.
Through you, Mr. Speaker, yes, it's a tax credit of up to $500 that can be applied towards a corporate or a partnership account through for a business entity. Through you, Mr. Speaker.
Representative Maceska.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you to the Chairman of the Banking Committee for clarification on that. I have a couple of questions on section 4 through you, Mr. Speaker, and I believe that would be for the Chairman of the Housing Committee. That is a whole new section. Again, I'm not talking about 5002. This is a whole new bill. I have no idea what sections each one is. They could be in a different area from the first bill, and I think it's very important that the public understand and know exactly what we are voting on today. Through you, Mr. Speaker, there's talking about in section 4, it's new about a municipal housing growth plan. Can you please explain to me what that is?
Representative Felipe.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. What that is what we've taken, we had 55,002 concept from state police. Now, instead of being an affordable housing plan, it is a housing growth plan, meaning it is a plan for all housing municipalities. It is not a plan for only those affordable numbers. It will be based on certain things. It will still take into account some of the work that we did. I know we took out certain studies. Now it will be OPM